Action.
Hi, my name is Maureen Castellan, writer at Siren Publications. I'm doing a series of videos on business communications, more specifically emails, to help you sound more professional and to really cut down on the clutter that can happen during an email. There's different types of emails, and the one that we're going to focus on for this video is called a follow-up email. A follow-up email is, just like it suggests, where you follow up on either a phone call, a meeting, something in which you had some sort of interaction based on a business idea, and the person hasn't called you back or hasn't emailed you, and you're getting a little nervous. The trick is, to make it very effective, you have to wait at least 3 days. Because while you're sitting there on pins and needles like, why aren't they calling me? I'm ready to begin. I have all these great ideas. They may have had a personal issue. Someone may have dropped an assignment on their desk at the last minute, or they've gotten caught up in something else, which is fine because it's been 3 days and that's a normal amount of time. 1 day or hours, afterwards will be seen as very needy and desperate, and they'll think, well, if they need the work this badly, what does that say about the quality of their work? 3 days is the best. Try not to let it go more than a week. If it's around the holiday time, whatever holiday they celebrate, 4 days. But 3 days is when you should send a follow-up email. And the formula for a follow-up email is very simple. You have the greeting. As you've seen in my other videos, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It should not be hey, or just launch right into it. This is, Jacob and we had a meeting on Thursday. It's now Monday. What's going on? I also should specify that it should be 3 business days rather than just 3 days. No one usually works on Saturday or Sunday, or sometimes Friday after 3. The greeting, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Very professional. If you know their name, use it, but otherwise I would suggest just going with the standard salutations. Okay, so there's your greeting. Be specifically grateful. In business, people tend to be for themselves or try to market their product or service, and it's not necessarily about a human connection whatsoever. And the problem with that is no one wants to work with someone who only wants them for what they can do for them. Treat every person that receives your email as a real person, whether or not they can do anything for you. So be specifically grateful. Thank you for meeting with me. Thank you for the phone call. Thank you for the outline. Thank them for whatever they did. If all they said was, thank you for meeting with me and I'll get in touch with you later, you could say, thank you for being open to working with me. Thank you for the opportunity to possibly work for you. That's polite, and that also treats them as a human being, which works in your favor. Gentle reminder, okay? This is a little tricky, so you have to be careful. I just wanted to see if you needed any further information to begin the China project, to begin the house painting, to begin whatever. It's a gentle reminder, and it actually puts the responsibility on you, like maybe they didn't get all the information. So you're giving them an easy out as to why they didn't contact you, because sometimes people, particularly Americans, don't like to feel like, oh, I did something wrong, I'll just forget about it. I won't call them or text them back or email them back because I don't want to be seen as like someone who didn't do the right thing. So put the blame on you, the gentle reminder. If you need further information, if you would like to see more of my portfolio, if I could send you anything that could be of service. That's a gentle reminder that they wanted something from you, and you're taking the blame by saying maybe I didn't give you enough. So everybody wins. They get an out, and you possibly get an in. Make a connection. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to beginning the project. I look forward to being a part of the team. That makes a connection with them and you as human beings who have a common goal, rather than, I was very annoyed that you took up my time or something like that, because nobody wants to work with you if you're difficult. Even if you're in the right. In business, it's not about being in the right. It's about compromising so that both sides think that they've won. So take the attitude and put it somewhere else, because it doesn't work in a business communication. Closer. My favorite closer is kindest regards. Let me write that briefly. Kindest regards. This works for American audiences, it works for international audiences. Just seen as something nice, kindest regards, which basically means you're wishing the best for someone. And who doesn't want to work with someone who is wishing them the best? It's just a nice thing. So, in summary, follow-up emails follow a very specific formula. Greeting sentence. Be specifically grateful in your second sentence. A gentle reminder. Remember, you lay the blame on yourself as if you didn't give enough information. You make a connection to them as a human being about your common goal, your common intent. And then the closer, kindest regards, and put your name. If you'd like further information on follow-up emails, please visit my website, www.sirenpublications.com, and I wish you nothing but happy writings. Thank you.